So we enter this dark, spooky, bottom of the well mini dungeon. And upon crawling through the hole, here we are, second mini dungeon of the game, bottom of the well. Alright. Boy, we haven't taken part in any combat as a child for quite some time, definitely. Man, those guys are monstrous compared to our child form. Now, it looks like we've already reached a dead end, but check this out here. Navi points this out, and if we read his thoughts here, he says, I can hear the spirits whispering in this room. Look for the Eye of Truth. That's what they are saying. So what you can actually do, because it looks like there's no way out, but this is what this is all about, you see. Watch this. Whoa, it was an illusion. Whoa, and look at that guy. That was a big bubble. We've never seen one that big before. So, come over this way. There's a big crack in the floor here. So we can bomb this. And we can drop down into here. And looky here. Tiny little chest. Hey, some bomb chew. Alright, I still don't think we've used any except for bomb chew bowling, but hey. They're pretty expensive to purchase them, so every little bit helps, I suppose. Alright, now let's try making our way. Here, I'm actually going to re-equip the Ocarina. Because what we can do... And see, so this one segment of the mini dungeon here, it's all kind of just a big square, right? And so that one giant bubble just kind of flies around and around and around. Whoa, that was close. No. Come here. You can just stun him and then come around and hit his vulnerable underbelly. Oh yeah, I was just saying that that bubble flies around in basically a circular formation throughout this square hallway, so just be prepared for him. If you see him fly by, know that it's only going to be a matter of seconds before he comes back this way again here. Okay, so now he's pointing out this weird looking thing on the wall here. This wall, it says something here, danger above. That's what it says. Oh, okay, so yeah, a little late, but it was pointing out the fact that there was that huge Skulltula. Now he's pointing out something here. The water flowing out of the statue is flooding the entire floor. So what we can do here is, standing in the middle of this Triforce symbol here, we play Zelda's Lullaby, as Triforce symbols tend to prompt us. That drains all the water. So we can now drop down into here. And break the jar to get some more bombs if you are in need of them. And then we can come back down around this way. Oh, what's this guy saying here? It says something here. Danger below. That's what it says. Okay, so there's something to look out below there. Okay, we're just going to ignore that for the time being, and we'll come back to it in a bit. And we'll come all the way back to the beginning. And now this here area that was previously filled up with water has also been drained. So we can come in this way now, drop down here, open up a chest here. We get another stock of bombs. And come down into this tiny hole here. Crawl our way through. And yet another one of these guys. It's kind of surreal seeing Child Link with this much health and magic. Okay, so Yeah, this is one of the more freakish enemies in the game. We're about to encounter an enemy called a Dead Hand, and he doesn't appear until basically he's triggered to appear by us getting a little bit too close to one of these hand-like tendrils coming out of the ground, and they literally grab us. And when we get grabbed and are held temporarily in place, the main body of the Dead Hand appears and tries to do us in. So if we purposely allow ourselves to get caught... So now if we just rapidly tap the A or B button. Actually, I think the A button didn't seem to be working for us very well there, so, but if we hit B, that seems to work a little bit better. Like this big shambling guy here, Dead Hand. Watch out for its infinite hands, aim for its head. So we gotta wait for it to get close to us, and then it kind of bends over to take a big chomp out of us. Ugh. But when it does that, when it opens up its mouth like that, take that opportunity to get in a few hits. Also, when it starts walking away like that, make sure to put a little bit of distance between you and it, because when it sinks down into the ground, that little like spray effect of the dirt shooting out from around it, that can actually damage you as well. So basically, we just keep repeating that over and over and over again until he's gone. So we needed to let ourselves get captured again here. This time we'll be ready for him with a charged spin attack. And hit him there. Alright, back up a little bit here. Wait for him to take off again. And then let ourselves get caught a third time. Ooh. Man. Still not, eh? Well, when we encounter these guys as an adult and we can actually, use Big Rin Sword again, that will make very short work of these enemies. There we go. Oh! God, that's gruesome. And oh, look at it, he's like twitching. Oh, God. He's like, oh, God. Thank God he disappeared. Alright. And right away, we've already encountered the dungeon item. Ah, the Lens of Truth. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is what this is all about. Now that we've got this, we are ready to take on the Shadow Temple. You find the Lens of Truth. Set it to C and press C to look through it. Mysterious things are hidden everywhere. Be sure to try to use it outside of the well. Seeing the truth will cost magic power, so press C again to stop using it. So unlike our other magic abilities, where it's just like you press C and then the ability gets consumed, this is a toggle ability. So you press C once to turn it on, look at that, and then press it again to turn it off. The magic ability will continue to be consumed and slowly, gradually consume your magic power until either you manually press C to turn it off again, or you just run out of magic. Alternately, I think sometimes going through doors and entering new rooms will also turn it off. You can see, too, that it doesn't really use your magic too fast. So I wouldn't be too concerned about running out of magic. But so like even in this room right here, check this out here. There's a good example. We were just looking here. It looks like there's nothing there, but if we activate our Lens of Truth, hidden chest. Not bad. Oh, look at that, a huge rupee. This rupee's worth a whopping 200 rupees. Fortunately, our wallet was already completely filled, but if you needed a little bit of extra cash, that's lurking there for you. I got impatient and thought I could just kind of hug the wall. Alright, I just didn't want to fight the guy all over again. Technically speaking, if you know the chest is there, you can actually open the chest without needing to reveal it with the Lens of Truth, but obviously it's much more advantageous to have it. Alright, I'm actually going to assign that to my right C button so that I can get the slingshot here again. And so now, technically speaking, much the same way with the ice cavern, once we got the iron boots, we could have just left if we wanted, but we stuck around in that mini dungeon for a little bit longer just to get some more, you know, goodies, some gold Skulltula tokens and whatnot. And so we're going to continue to explore this area now that we've got the Lens of Truth a little bit more. So what we'll notice right away by using the Lens of Truth, look at that, shows that there is a hole right in this wall, just like that entrance. Remember we walked through the entrance? See, the Lens of Truth is now pointing out the fact that that was a false wall. It wasn't actually there at all. And looking right here, see, now Navi's about to even point it out to us. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. Okay, she's pointing out something else, but there's a hole in the floor there, so make sure to avoid that. And, uh-oh, make sure that we don't get hit by that wall master. Boom. Alright, so we got a couple of locked doors here within this room. And, let's see what else there is to see here. Got a chest here. But nothing doing, just some Deku nuts. And you can see how opening the chest also deactivated our truth-seeing ability. And ooh, look at this here. That's interesting to get to that chest. There's a big hole right in the way. Oh, we fell down. Well, we're going to have to come down this way eventually anyway. So, as much as it looks like we just made a big mistake, it's actually not as horrible as it seems. While we're down here, if we hadn't fallen down by accident, like I said, we're going to come down here eventually anyway. So let's see what we can do while we're down here. See, yeah, there's another hole. There's a bunch of holes up above that if you're not looking for them carefully, you can accidentally fall down into them. Let's try coming this way here. Oh, re-dead. Remember, the best way to avoid getting stunned by these guys here is just sneak up behind them. Oh, another big chest. Map. Alrighty. So I guess that big chest that we almost got a chance to open before taking an unfortunate plunge must have been the compass. Alright. Make short work of this guy. There we go. Again, even though that Lens of Truth does not use a whole ton of magic power, it never hurts to replenish your supply wherever you can. I don't think there's anything really more to be seen down here. Wow, a lot of Deku seeds here. So if you're running low on slingshot ammo, this is the place to come. Alright, so here it's going to be another one of these puzzles here, where we want to try to find the 5 silver rupees. And obviously, it goes without saying, as you saw there, I took a little bit of damage from walking in that weird-looking water. So try to avoid doing that. And I think the last rupee is up at the top of this ladder, I think. Yeah, there it is. And we just needed those rupees in order to get the way out of here. Alright, back up top. Okay, yeah. So there's our way out. You can see right here, look at that. There's a hidden little hole in the wall right here this whole time. Aha! Small key. And... uh-oh. Hang on here. See if we can stun him with our boomerang. That's a good technique on these guys. Look at that. Our Lens of Truth indicates a hidden entrance here. Aha! So that's how we get past that hole. Because clearly we can't jump over it. I thought we might have been able to, but nothing doing. So you gotta come in from the side like that in order to grab, of course, the compass. Alright, so now all that remains, if I'm not mistaken, are a number of gold Skulltula tokens. So let's see if we can track them all down. First, let's go this way. We haven't been this way yet. And we'll pay careful attention to our compass so that we don't miss any hidden chests. I could be mistaken about this, but I think even invisible chests should still show up on your map if you have the compass. Ah, okay, this is an interesting room. So So first we'll come up behind this guy here. I don't think we've encountered this guy here, a Gibdo. Its gaze will paralyze you if it bites you. Tap any button to escape. So he's, for all intents and purposes, exactly the same as a Reed Dead. I don't know if there is any difference. Maybe like he does a little more damage than Reed Deads or something. I really don't know. But anyway, it's the same basic idea. And what we can do is you'll see how there's these coffins, and only the one is open, and there is a nice heart in the coffin for us, which makes me wonder if any of the other coffins contain anything else. Well, if we get out our Deku stick and use this torch to light the other ones, you'll see each coffin has a corresponding torch, so by lighting the torch, it opens them. Oh, look at this. Whoa! You know, it just occurred to me now, really, in this particular area, we should be equipping our Hylian shield because of the fact that there are both Keese and open flame torches in this area. Those Keese may want to fly through those torches, light themselves, and then dive bomb you, and then all of a sudden, boom, there goes your Deku shield up in flames. And that's not fun for anybody. We've already lost our Deku shield and had to replace it once before. We don't want to have to be doing that again. Nope. Okay, yeah. You see those ones with the Keese? Try your best to start swinging the sword there right away. Alright. Aha! And this coffin here actually has a small key in it. That's what this one here is all about. I'm pretty sure it's always in that coffin too. I don't think it's ever like randomized or anything. So if you know it's that one, you don't even really have to bother with the other ones. You should be able to go straight for that one. But no, there's nothing in this coffin. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna see what's in the rest of them. I can't even remember if there's anything else worthwhile. I'm fairly certain there's nothing else you need, at least. It might just be some rubies or some, I don't know, hearts or something like that. Whoa. Like that. Ah! Get off me! Get off me! Get off me! Again, whenever you gotta get someone off you like that, just keep hitting B over and over again. God, that's so creepy. And I think this last one, you know what's probably just another couple keys again. Yeah. Ooh. Alright. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, you don't actually have to bother with those other coffins. The only reason we wanted to come through this way was to grab that small key. So now we got a couple. Let's keep making our way around here. And why don't we come this way towards where our compass is saying there's another hidden chest here somewhere. How about maybe here, maybe? No? No, maybe here? Here we go, yeah. Aha! Third small key. Boom. And let's try opening some of these locked up doors then, now that we got a couple keys. Ooh. Guess we don't really need our Deku sticks anymore, though I am still going to keep my Hylian shield equipped. And I think if we use our Lens of Truth, it shows that there's actually a footpath around the side here. This is really freaky, is that, again, all the Lens of Truth doesn't make the path appear physically. It just means that you can see it, because if we take down our Lens of Truth, you can see the path is still there, right? Like, it's physically present. We are still walking on it, right? So it just allows us to see what is there. So that's pretty cool, right? So what that means is that, technically speaking, the Lens of Truth isn't 100% absolutely necessary. But for all practical intents and purposes, you're gonna want it. Especially, again, if it's your first time. Now, I have, I mentioned once before in another video about how I once imposed some special challenges on myself. I looked up some special fan-created challenges for people that have played the game a bunch and are looking for something extra. And one of the challenges that they posed was to try to beat the game without use of the Lens of Truth. And it requires a lot of trial and error, jumping to platforms that technically you know are there, but, you know, maybe require very precise footing, and it's hard to get a handle on exactly where they are. Alright, there's another gold Skulltula token down. Now, how about this away? I see on our compass there's going to be another chest up ahead. I believe we use a bomb to locate this one. And be careful. Oh, well, as I'm saying, be careful. Oh, okay, fine. Have it your way. Yeah, what I was going to talk about was be careful of this hidden hole here. Not be careful of the obvious giant spider monster, but I guess, sure, be careful of that too. Yeah, okay. There's another chest here. Just Deku nuts, though. And if we, you know, let me look at my map here. Have we been everywhere down in the lower levels? Yeah, we have. So it looks like up here in the upper levels, there's only a couple more chests that we have yet to... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh! I forgot that we don't have our boomerang equipped anymore. Take that. Alright. And now we will go and use our final small key on another hidden area here. Ah, yeah, see, that's what that sign on the wall was warning us about, was that hole in the floor there. Okay, come through here. There's the final locked door. And we gotta be careful up ahead here. I believe there's gonna be a like coming up somewhere. Oh. And be careful of this area here, because look at that right away. Hidden holes in the floor. Be wary of that. Let's see if we can throw a bomb far enough to take out that Beamos. There we go. And we can grab one of these small chests here. Okay. And let's see. Then there's the door into the last room where the last chest is located. And look at that. Oh, right away we are confronted with a like. That was a little too close for comfort. Remember, you want to keep distance between these guys. They like to... Whoa, that was close. He almost caught me. He would have stolen my shield for sure. Alright. And there we go. I believe that's the last gold Skulltula token. And open up the last treasure chest. Alright. Let me just consult my map here to make sure. Yep, we got the gold Skulltula token icon in the top left of the map there, so we're good. Alright, so that's literally everything there is to do with this dungeon. Now that we are ready to proceed, we could... gosh, you know, I was going to say we could play a song to just warp us out of here. But come to think of it, I'm not sure if the warp magic does work in here. I think the best we might be able to do is to warp ourselves to the beginning of the dungeon. Let me try it here. Let me try playing the Nocturne of Shadow and see if that takes us to the beginning of the dungeon or if it takes us right to the Shadow Temple. Warp to the graveyard. Oh, it will take us out of here. All right.